Hello, Islanders. We are here on board the Carnival Vista, July the 12th, 2025, sailing. And this is the first cruise to Carnival's brand new private island, Celebration Key. There's been a ton of build-up, and we're going to get into some conversation around Celebration Key today. But this man here, to my left.
Oh, me. Sorry,
Yes,
there was someone else here.
He is the event, for me at least, on this cruise. John, it is great to have you here.
Man. Good to see
So
you.
good to have you. On board, almost 40 years.
Yep, it'll be 40 years next year. It's my 39th, because it affects you after a few years. You can't even say numbers outright correctly. It's my 39th year in 2 weeks' time. So next year will be 40 years, although I did start when I was 11. It's not funny. I'm really old. Go on.
Well,
anyway, my socks are older than you, but let's get on with it.
From the Carnival Holiday,
yeah,
to the XL class,
yes,
to now we are on this ship,
mm-hmm.
going to a private island, and we love Half Moon Cay, but this is totally different. How did we get here?
Yeah, listen, it's a great question, and when I first started, I never thought I would see ships of this size that were on Carnival Vista, let alone the XL class, and then of course we've got Project Ace to come after that, and the ships are getting bigger and bigger. When I retire, when I'm gone, I don't think the ships will need to sail anywhere. By the time you get to the back of the ship, you'll be in Jamaica. I mean, the ships are I never thought we would see ships of that size. I remember bringing out the Carnival Destiny as cruise director. She was the first ship at 100,000 tons, and everybody was in shock and awe. And how can you bring a ship? And now, she's the Carnival Sunshine and one of the smallest cruise ships. So it shows you how far we've come. And Celebration Key, part of the Grand Bahama, and we've invested a massive amount of money in this, what is going to be a very, very special destination. So yes, it's all sort of morphed together with the big ships, with our own resort areas, and the excitement that I've seen from guests. They all got the pamphlets in their cabins yesterday or today. So I see them all walking around with it, and they've got the highlighters out, and they've got the pens out, and they're ringing around where they're going to go and what they're going to do. So very exciting times.
It's going to be a blast. The ship, the Carnival Vista, looks beautiful. I mean, looks magnificent. I was thinking about this. The ship is less than 10 years old and has had a couple of big events. She was the first ship to sail coming out of the pandemic, July the 3rd, 2021, and now she's the first ship to sail to Celebration Key. So how cool is that?
Yeah, it's a very special ship for me. I got to deliver 20 new ships as cruise director, not this one, but this one was special to me because my daughter Kai, who is sailing with me, she was the godchild of the ship. So there's a tradition that when a ship comes out of is being built and comes out of dry dock and touches water for the first time, that there is a christening of that. So my daughter got to do that and weld the coin. Not that we gave a 4-year-old welding equipment, only not in Italy. Well, actually, there's one place.
That would be it.
So she's a very special ship. And I was actually talking to Mr. and Mrs. McBride earlier today, and they were on the inaugural cruise of the ship. They were on the first cruise out of the pandemic, and they're on this one again to go to Celebration Keys for the first time. And, we have such a passionate, loyal group of guests, but within that passion, they have their own favorite ship as well, and for many it is this class of ship. Not too small, not excessively big, right there in the middle. So Vista, Panorama, Horizon for many is a favorite ship.
That's right. It is of mine as well. Cruising, the cruise experience, the offerings, seems like they're changing at a rapid pace. It really does. But over the last almost 40 years that you've seen cruising, I would argue, and you will have the opportunity to, that some things haven't changed. What in a world of change, what hasn't changed? What is not changing?
Well, my socks, I changed them. No, I did change them last year. Yeah, they had a hole in every toe. No, that's a great question. The obvious, and I'll finish with the obvious, but there are little things. I think whether you're walking up the gangway for the first time on the Fantasy, which is no longer with us, or you're walking up the gangway on the Carnival Jubilee, which is our newest ship currently, you still get that fizz. You still get that feeling of wow, whether it's the glass elevators, whether it's the Spectrum light, whether it's, you know, into the Grand Central on Mardi Gras. It's that fizz, it's that feeling of excitement. And I think whether you're cruising for the first time or the 100th time, people still get that feeling that they're going to have fun, that they can leave their problems and their woes and their cares on the pier. They know it'll be waiting for them when they get back, but they can leave it there. And I don't think that's changed. And listen, for me, ships change, people change, the places we go to have changed, the rules change. There are changes, but the foundation has never changed, and it's the crew. You know, the crew, whether it was 40 years ago, dancing hot with a lit candle on their head, which health and safety wouldn't allow now, back 40 years ago, or whether it's the guys who have been serving you at dinner or your cabin attendant, that has never changed. And I think for me, it is the thing that makes Carnival the best cruise line in the world, is the crew. I mean, there are cruise lines that have bigger ships, there are cruise lines that have perhaps, you know, other features on board that are special to them, but if you were to line up 100 guests and say whether they're wearing a blue card or a diamond card, what's the best thing about going on a Carnival cruise, I would bet the money in my pockets that at least 75% would say the crew. And that was a bloody good answer, that was. Can I pat myself on the back? Can you do it for me? Thank you. I can't reach back there, but thank you.
That was great. And it is spot on.
Yeah, you agree?
Carnival's crew, and we travel across the industry.
Yeah.
When I'm not on a Carnival ship, I miss Carnival crew.
Yeah, listen, they always have been there, and they will be long after I'm in my retirement home in Cleveland, Ohio, sucking on a Werther's Original. There will still be the crew. I gave Werther's Original a little plug there.
There you go.
I'm on 10%, so I'm really not.
Let's talk about the XL class.
Yes.
Ever so popular, and it's set to become the largest class in the size of the ship and the number of ships.
Yeah.
With the Tropical and Festival coming in 2027 to 2028. Why do you think that these ships are ever so popular?
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's very unprofessional of me. I'm getting a missing... Oh, that's a thing from New Providence, which is just over there. I'm so sorry about that. That was very unprofessional. But just to say, nobody said, make sure you've turned your phone off. Did Alex say anything? No, nobody.
Nobody.
So they're all staring at me now like a farmer at the opera, and I'm like, nobody said it. So carry on, sorry. It's very unprofessional of me.
That's okay.
I do apologise.
I'll restart.
Just an alert, my wife has just spent over $50 at Effie Jewelers. So I'm just getting an alert. Go on. Sorry. What was the question? I've totally forgot. Oh, XL class. Yeah, why is it so popular?
It's going to be larger than ship size and number of ships. Why is it so popular?
Well, let me say, first of all, I think it is brilliant from somebody that has been here a long time that we are paying tribute to the names. You know, Mardi Gras was the first ship.
Yeah.
Then, of course, we had Celebration, of which I was a cruise director, Carnival Jubilee, which I was a cruise director on the original. I was never the cruise director on the Festival, and it's the one ship I didn't get to work on. But I am going to be very pleased to see both Festival and Tropical, which I was a very young cruise director telling toilet jokes, which you can't tell anymore. I just think the word variety, I think the fact that the more space, the more real estate you have, the more you can give. Now, to attract new customers, cruise lines have to build ships that have bells and whistles.
Yeah.
If we were building ships 30 years ago, you know, when it was 2 dining rooms, Lido deck, cheeseburger, fries, 2 big shows in the first early sitting, 1 comedy show in the evening.
Yep.
And that was pretty much it.
Wow.
But now to attract new cruisers, which we have to do, we have to get new people to cruise with us to be where we are and to continue to develop. So I think this class of ship gives us the variety, the most food, all the different shows that we can do, the different types of shows that we can do, the different styles of rooms. I mean, the cabins has always been, you know, you had an owner suite and you had a few balcony cabins and the rest was outside or inside. And now, you know, you've got the Havana suites, the Havana cabins, the XL cabins, all these wonderful. So it is a massive choice. The bigger the ship, the more variety you can put in. And I think that's why they're so very popular.
That's right. And the excitement around as well, Mardi Gras switching to shorter sailing. So now you can enjoy a shorter cruise or a longer cruise.
Yeah, I think that's a game changer, and I think, the fact that you've got a 4-day cruise to be on Mardi Gras, and it really will get people pregnant on cruising. It really will. Yeah. I've used that terminology for a long time. Some people might not like it. Chris doesn't like it, but I always think it's true, right? It gets you pregnant on cruising. It gets you ready. You want more, and that 4-day experience on that Mardi Gras is going to be unique, and I think it's a game changer.
It is. It is. Let's talk about this.
What?
In 2007, a couple things happened. One,
Did it?
I graduated high school.
I hate you. Keep going.
2,
You graduated high school in 2007.
you started a vlog.
I did, yes.
In 2007.
Yes.
You were the original blogger. You started this whole thing.
It's my fault.
While I'm here, Alex is here. There are several on board on this trip.
Yeah.
You were the original. Matter of fact, 2014, USA Today named you best cruise blogger.
They did. They named me, and I beat all sorts of different people, and they gave me the most incredible prize. You know what I got? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But what I did get was the accolade from an incredible organization like USA Today, which is, still for me one of my, from a work point of view outside of being a cruise director, it's one of my proudest moments. So thank you, USA Today, a fabulous publication. To be named Blogger of the Year by such an esteemed newspaper is something that I really treasured. And I was very lucky. And also back then, I didn't really know what I was doing, which I think is probably why it was so popular. There was no video, no photos. It was just,
it was a website.
I woke up in the morning and I wrote what happened in the morning. Then before I went to bed, I wrote what happened the rest of the day, press send, and that was it. And then I moved, and I sort of said it's time for me to go home and stop being a cruise director. And they said, would you please do social media and do Facebook? And I said yes. Why did I do it?
Your life changed forever.
Why did I do it? And so I get to do this social media thing. It's probably a blessing and a curse for me, and also I'm sure for my peers at Carnival Cruise Line, because it does give people the opportunity to say things that they don't have another channel to say things to. But I'm very proud that I've grown it to where it is, and that I do get to be the conduit between the guests and the beards back, or the people back in the office. And I'll keep doing it for as long as I possibly can.
Well, personally, I thank you. There's no other cruise line that has an ear, not just a voice, but an ear, where the average cruiser can share a concern, can share a question, can share a special event that's coming up on their cruise, and someone so fast. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, I answer. I answer an average now of about 400 questions every day. Yeah. So that's 6 days a week. I have help from a young lady called Jacinta, who will do help with some bits and pieces, answering questions. But the crux of it is me just sitting in a chair. I do use voice dictation because I'd be answering 10 questions a day. I'm not like the Natalies of the world who can like doing this and without even looking and learn an Oriental language while they're doing it. Right? I do this, so I have to use voice dictation, which often gets me in trouble because I don't check my answer, and often the voice has heard something else. But for me, it's I do post some silly stuff, and I post jokes, and I talk about life, and I do all this stuff. But the crux of it is the fact that I can listen and help people, and I get some odd questions and some odd requests, and I get some sad ones. I get some really, really sad ones, and I'm actually going to, after I've done here, I have a guest who's, I'm going to help spread some ashes of her husband who should have been here. So, I do some little things like that. But, I do get some odd requests. My favourite so far of 2025 was a lady and a gentleman who wanted me to do a gender reveal by blowing the colour smoke through the smokestack of the Carnival Conquest. Pink or blue through the smokestack. I had to say no, and they got a little upset with me. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it for you if you're watching. Can you imagine? I called the chief engineer. It's John. Can you do me a favour? I'm going to give you a big pack of pink ice, and I could blow the smoke through. John, you are crazy, John. Above. And he would have put the phone down and said some naughty words in Italian. So, yeah, that's social media.
Well, thank you for being the ear and the voice, and for a reason, honestly, that hundreds of thousands, if not a million plus, get up in the mornings, they check their phone to see what has John said today.
Thank you.
I mean it.
You're very kind. 2 words, get cable.
Talking about social media, John, again, you were kind of the first, a blogger, now the growth of social media, and a reason why I can't believe, honestly, I'm sitting here by you. There's some things in life you can't even dream. You know that? What are your thoughts on how social media...
Oh, I dream of sitting next to Megan Fox every day. It never happens.
You're a long way. You're a long way
from me. Social media is a mystery to me. It really is. I worry, in all seriousness, about my daughter and her age, her generation, who are so, and I hate this word, but influenced by what they see.
Yeah.
And I do worry about the kids today who get their news from social media. I worry about the fact that they only see the people who are, making a success of their lives in social media, and you've got to have this, and you've got to have this, and it does worry me. It really does. And, people do believe everything they read on social media. I'm not going to be specific, but, there are things that we've been accused of on social media in the last few weeks that are completely and totally wrong. Yet the amount of people who don't come to me and say, is it true? They say, why have you done this? We read it on somebody in Cleveland, Ohio's basement YouTube channel that, you've told everybody that they can't wear blue on board or something, and they believe it. So there is some massively good things on social media.
Thank you.
And there are things that are not so good, and I guess it's up to us as individuals to filter out all the noise and go to the trusted places where we know they're at least going to get some kind of proper news and truthful news, and not something that is just said to get clicks.
That's right. Well said. You're traveling this week with your family.
I am.
You don't have a lot of free time.
No, I don't.
But when you have free time on board, what do you enjoy doing?
Well, I was supposed to be in my Speedos on the Havana deck, but you have pulled me away, and I'm sure there are many guests who are thanking you for that. Free time on the ship? No, I mean, really, I'll be honest with you, there isn't. I just did a little show on stage. I'm so humbled that every time I walk around the ship and people want to have photos and say hello and talk to me. So I spend most of my time just talking to people, and they want to, tell me their thoughts and what they like or what they would like to see. And so that's pretty much what I do when I'm on board. And, I still get the fizz when I walk on board. I still get it, and I've been doing it for years and years and years, and I will still get it, I'm sure, for a long time to come. But free time for me is when I close the cabin door and I lock it and bolt it and cover the peephole, and that's pretty much because just
It's understandable,
yeah.
Most definitely. What's the most rewarding part of what you do? Almost 40 years.
I think making people smile and laugh. I could say helping people, and the sad part of it, and being with people like at an ashes scattering, or listen to somebody talk and trying to turn a situation around. But there is no bigger thrill, whether it's as a cruise director, making 1,000 people laugh, or as a brand ambassador doing the same, to making somebody smile and having somebody come up to you and say, we do read you first in the morning, and we really, really thank you for that opening post, which usually contains a bit of mirth and a bit of humor, and that's one of the most humbling things, because I wasn't blessed with much, so being able to make people laugh is a blessing.
Well, you are a true professional.
Thank you. You had to write that down.
Yeah,
I was reading from the paper. You are a true professional. Thank you.
Rapid fire questions.
Oh no! How rapid do we have to be?
We're not going too fast.
All right,
we're not going too fast.
Where are you from, by the way?
Arkansas.
Are you?
Yeah.
Did you know your state is the only state mentioned in the Bible?
Yes. About the
Noah looked out of his ark and saw.
You're exactly right.
Da, 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 da.
We get called Arkansas.
I say that when I was first here, Arkansas.
But Arkansas, the state of Arkansas, was a state before the state of Kansas. People think that we copied Kansas.
Well, you didn't.
We did not. We did not. Random fact. Rapid fire. Here we go.
Do you have chitlins in Arkansas?
Yeah, we do. And grits. Chitlins
See,
and grits.
Who came up? It's probably, I've never had it, but it looks all right. But who said? Did you run out of names? You're just going to get grit. I mean, grit's what you get in your shoe. I mean, walking on a road, I've got some grit in my shoe. Sorry, go ahead.
Here we go.
Just the rapid fire question.
This is rapid fire.
I'm desperately trying to make it not rapid. Have you noticed? Go ahead.
The delay.
The delay. Go ahead.
Favorite Carnival ship?
Carnival Splendor.
Best.
Stop. Do you want to know why?
Let's hear it.
Well, my favorite Carnival ship is the one I'm on, right?
That's a
but
good
Carnival
answer.
Splendor, from a personal point of view, I got engaged on Carnival Splendor. My daughter was conceived on the Carnival Splendor, and that's all the information you're getting about that. Unless we have another 3 minutes. Sorry. I went through as a cruise director, a difficult situation on there with all the guests, and out of it, we all ended up as one huge, massive family, the guests and the crew, and it was, one of those rewarding times where you think, wow, you did a job as a cruise director, and you kept everybody calm and safe, and so for very different reasons, that's the answer.
That's right. I like it.
Right. This isn't very rapid, is it?
Favorite cruise food or snack?
I am a huge fan, actually, of what's on here, and that is Gigi. I think Gigi. I think Gigi is underrated. I know the steakhouse, and it gets all the praise and glory, but I love Gigi. And on Firenze and Venezia, Il Viaggio, which is absolutely brilliant Italian restaurants.
I saw the Mile High Gelato Pies.
Yes,
now
it's on the Cucina. I did a photo of that last night, and it's wonderful food. But Gigi is my favorite.
Yes, it was very good. Had it last night. It was great.
Did you? What did you have?
What did we
You
not
had
have?
everything. There you go.
I mean, they bring it family style, and you take it one down and pass it around.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
It was the only problem I have with Gigi is the lights are very bright. So I did ask the manager if she could dim some. I don't know why I said that. I don't know where that came from.
It's unbelievable.
Go ahead.
It's like you have
she
another
could
mind
dim
working.
the lights some. Dim some. Never mind.
You were too good. Favorite port of call?
In the Caribbean, now this is going to surprise you, Jamaica. I think Jamaica is often criticized incorrectly. I think if you stay within the tourist areas and you take an excursion from the ship, you'll see the bluest water, the greenest countryside, the most wonderful people, fabulous food, and a really great, extraordinary experience. I do love Aruba. I'm a huge fan of Aruba. And I haven't been, so I can't say Celebration Key, but I would bet if you ask me this question again in a couple of weeks' time, I would be saying Celebration Key. And in Europe, I love Tallinn, Estonia, and Montenegro, and all the Italian ports. I'm so sorry. See, I've even turned my phone off, and it's still doing it. I'm so sorry. Very unprofessional.
That's okay.
Now,
They still haven't told us.
No, they haven't. No.
Still haven't.
So those are your ports.
That's right. Back to the Speedo, hot tub or pool if you had to choose?
Well, it wouldn't be my choice, would it, to be honest? I mean, if I am heading in my Speedos towards either of those two, it's who would accept me in there with them. So I think it wouldn't be my choice. It would probably be others. But am I allowed to give you an honest answer to that?
Yeah.
I'm not a hot tub. This is very non-English. Getting in a bath with people you don't know and touching knees. I don't quite get that, how that is something that, but for me, no, I love a good pool. I love a good swim.
Preferred ship activity, trivia or karaoke?
I think karaoke because I think it's like the old saying: you don't go to watch NASCAR just for the winner. You go for the the people who perhaps come last or have a quick bump along the way. But I love karaoke. I love the passion that our guests put into it, and as a cruise director, I used to love hosting it as well.
It is fun to see someone get on stage, and it's not all about whether or not they can sing.
Absolutely
Can
not.
you put on a show?
Dance like nobody's watching, sing like nobody's watching.
That's right.
There
That's
you
right.
go.
It's always fun, and Carnival does a great job. From the equipment that's used to the venues, it really is great.
Yeah, and our guests really do get into it.
They do.
They really do.
They do. What's your guilty pleasure TV show that you watch at home?
Guilty pleasure TV show. Well, I am, when I finish work, and I do about 10 hours every day, I am a bit of a TV thing where I have to switch something on to clear the mind. At the moment, I am only just now finished the latest thing called Reacher, which is on Prime. But my favourite shows are The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, Doctor Who, and Star Trek.
I love it. What is your hidden talent?
Wow. I play the trombone.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
played in England. We have brass bands, professional brass bands. So I was lead trombone in my county brass band from the age of 14 till 18, and I still play today. I have a trombone at home, and if I've had somebody call me some rather not very kind words on social media, I pick up my trombone and blow it and just, get rid of that aggression. But I wouldn't say it's a talent.
I played the tenor sax.
Did you?
Yeah. We could have a two-man show maybe. No
Well,
one's going to show up.
Natalie from PR plays the flute and is a wonderful jazz singer. So we could actually form a little trio.
We could.
I'll see if we can get some
If we get on
stage
tough
time.
times, let's keep that
Yeah,
one
we'll
here
go that,
just in
Yeah.
case.
There you go. Tenor sax. Who's your favourite saxophone player?
Oh, it's got to be Kenny G.
Kenny G.
It's got to be Kenny G. Last one, rapid fire. Would you prefer to time travel to the past or the future?
I would go definitely to the past and spend more, because when I was cruise director, I was doing 6-7 month contracts, bringing new ships one after the other. So I'd go back in time and spend more time with mum and dad.
I love it. My mom is still around. She's in a nursing home, but we got to cruise one time together on the Carnival Freedom. And it was the first time she ever saw the ocean. And I didn't know at that point that just a year or two later she'd be not able to cruise, even no matter how much I wanted to. But I will forever cherish. Matter of fact, I was in town July 5th and saw the Freedom in Port Canaveral, and thought about
was a
Mom.
ship, yeah.
Oh my goodness! And we got videos of her in the main dining room, crew members getting her up out of her seat, and she's still mobile to get up and dance. She still talks about and names Carnival crew members by name.
Yeah.
Who encouraged her to get up.
Well, there you go. If you get a chance, cruise with your family. The golden age doesn't last forever. So if you do get a chance to cruise with your parents, take the opportunity to do so. I promise you won't regret it, and you'll have some of the most wonderful and special memories that you will ever have as a family.
That's right. That's right. A couple more questions here. I have to ask one about Kai. She's traveling with you.
Yes,
Sometimes when she travels with you, she takes over your social media.
she does.
And the views are crazy. She does a great job.
Yeah, she's often talked about working on a ship, and she's which was fun and wonderful. But now she's 16 and she's talking about working on a ship and boys. So she's currently locked in the cabin. She won't be coming out. So she'll be doing a video or two later, I'm sure,
Awesome.
during the cruise.
Awesome.
She actually went to Club O2 last night, and she met some really great people. And we don't pay homage enough to to the youth staff, you know,
Absolutely.
that do Camp Carnival and Circle C and Club O2, and they really do give mums and dads, parents, guardians the chance to have fun, knowing that their kids are having fun and doing so very safely. And yeah, you know, we've introduced some rules and regulations, and last night they had the officer come in and go through everything, and everybody was very understanding and respectable. And of course, Kai is very popular because of her accent. You know, they're all like, "Oh, you're from England," and you know, and they all. She spoke to a boy last night, so I'm very upset. So if you're watching this, the boy, the one with the curly hair, you know who you are. Stay away from my daughter. Boys smell of poo.
Always. Last question. What advice do you have to Carnival cruisers to get the most out of their vacation?
Well, you know, I said it a little bit earlier. We all have our worries and cares. We all have our problems at home, and we all have things at work, and we have things in our everyday life. And I've been saying this for ever since I've had a microphone and now social media. Leave that on the pier. It's probably going to be there waiting for you, but what you'll get on our ships is of course fun, is of course brilliant service, is of course laughter and smiling, but all of those things will rejuvenate you, ready to face whatever lies ahead. So the great thing about this company has never changed as well, is we have every walk of life, we have every demographic, we have every age group. We are so proud that we're able to carry all those different age groups, demographics, veterans, retired people, families, and everything in between. And they do rejuvenate themselves. They really do come on board and they have a brilliant time. And those memories will keep them going through whatever slings and arrows will be fired at them until they're ready to cruise again. So just come on board ready to have fun. And I promise you, that's exactly what you're going to have.
Exactly right. If you want to cruise with John's still active. He cruises, his vloggers cruises. He announces when he's going to be on board in advance.
Are you coming on my next one?
I need to.
Yeah, I'll have to have
I
work
need
PR.
Alaska.
Yeah, it's Alaska. Yeah,
Alaska.
I've got one in November on Carnival Magic.
Yep.
That's we've got 2,000 booked for that one, and I think the one in Alaska in May is sold out as well. But I would love you to come along, and thank you
Absolutely.
very much for your time.
Thank
It's
you
been
so
an
much.
honour to support you both with your channel, and good luck and congratulations.
Appreciate that. Islanders, thank you for tuning in. We have all kinds of content to bring you here on the Vista. Of course, we're going to be in Celebration Key in 6 days, so content will be out about that. Always remember to go to John for the source of news. He is one of the sources of news. Everything I say comes from him or from Carnival, as John shared earlier. Thank you.
What sauce am I?
You are the.
Am I ketchup or Tabasco? What would you say? Well, I
Some
don't,
hot
I've never
sauce sometimes. Some
I'm
sugar,
a hot sauce. Some
sugar sometimes.
Yeah, pour some sugar on me.
There you go.
It's always good to hear from a diabetic. Thank you. Thanks for watching, Islanders.
Thank you guys very much. Have a great day.